This Plague Marine became a true champion of Nurgle. Here's what happened. Plague Marine Orion Helmouth had challenged their squad leader, Fett, for power over the warband, as he believed to be truly for Nurgle, whereas Fett was not. Helmouth brought his scythe down in 7 strikes, severing Fett's power fist cables, scoring a slash across his gut, and finally plunging the scythe deep into his heart. Fett fell to one knee, slammed downward by the sheer force of the inhuman blow. Blood and pus and other viler liquid spewed out to pool in front of him and drip down the scythe's handle. Helmouth left it there, profanely wedged into Fett, the long grip of the scythe propping the massive body upright. He spun to exhort his crowd of cultists. They paused for a moment, then roared their praises to Nurgle. Helmouth lifted his arms and his voice and felt all the power and glory of being a tallyman as his loyal followers screamed their adoration. He stood before them, head thrown back, soaking in the majesty of his moment. They were not adoring him. Behind him, Fett shuddered. His body racked with something like a cough, and a waterfall of fluids gushed down his chest from beneath his helmet. Impossibly, ponderously, he stood. Unpowered or not, Fett's Plague Fist reached out and grabbed Helmet's thrown back head. The would-be tallyman let out a surprised little gurgle as he was wrenched off his feet. The tubes and cords that nominally tied Fett's fist to his power pack writhed and twisted like a handful of snakes. The power in the relic Plague Fist came from within, not without. The power came from Fett and his trust in Nurgle.
Fool, do you think blood is still the sludge that wets my guts? Do you think it is still a heart that pumps it?
Fett shook Helmouth as if his brother Plague Marine was an infant.
Do you think I am only muscle and sinew and bone still?
He pulled Helmouth, feet barely touching the ground, towards him, almost in an embrace. The jutting out blade of the double scythe gleamed sickly. Fett pulled and pushed as Helmouth struggled weakly, ineffectually, pathetically. Fett dragged the smaller Plague Marine against his own blade, protruding profoundly from Fett's chest.
Do you think Nurgle is worshipped with words and prayers? Do you truly think you worship Nurgle at all? Fool, but weakling, you worshipped only yourself. You believed in only yourself.
Fett finished pulling and pushing, sawing, and Helmut's own scythe finished its cut. Helmut's body and armor fell to the stones with a sound like a metal bucket full of frog slop. The champion held Helmut's head up high with one armored hand.
You do not worship Nurgle by counting, by singing, by praying. You worship him by enduring, by believing in him. Most of all, by doing his work.
Fett squeezed, and Helmut's head burst apart in the palm of his hand. He grunted and threw the crunchy wet remains over the crowd.